a story that is not for the squeamish. It's about a local nonprofit organization called Openbiome, which has one location in Somerville, just opened another in Cambridge, and is seeking donors. Of what, you ask? Human stool samples. And as Adam Riley explains, there's a serious mission behind it all.
At first, Openbiome looks like your standard issue biotech. Open floor plan, earnest young employees, scientists in lab coats. But there are subtle signs Openbiome is different, like rooms named for parts of the intestine and pictures of poop on the walls. Okay, maybe that's not subtle. The point is, Openbiome isn't your standard issue startup.
We provide medical grade poop to doctors and hospitals all over the country.
Which then ends up going into the guts of patients. Snicker if you will, poop is funny. But medically speaking, the work Openbiome does is deadly serious.
A friend of ours, his name was John, was suffering from a recurrent C. difficile infection. This is one of the most common hospital-acquired infections in the country.
C. diff causes debilitating diarrhea, so bad it can kill you, and is notoriously hard to treat. But after that friend gave himself a homemade stool transplant, his symptoms lifted in about a day. Co-founder James Burgess says that was the inspiration for Openbiome, which launched about 5 years ago to make the transplant process smoother and safer.
A big part of what we focus on at Openbiome is making sure that our stool donors are really, really safe and really, really healthy so that we're absolutely minimizing any risk of transmitting disease to the recipients of this procedure.
Would-be donors are interviewed and medically tested. And then after 2 months, they go through the process again. Their reward, $40 a bowel movement and a sense that they're contributing to a medical revolution.
And knowing, wow, this is actually having a tangible and huge effect on other people's lives. And it feels pioneering to be one of the earliest donors.
Megan, who asked us not to use her last name, is a prolific Openbiome donor. She's provided 119 processed samples, totaling 52 pounds and yielding nearly 800 individual treatments.
For me, it's a daily morning routine.
I talked to Megan at Openbiome's new donor facility in Cambridge, a block off Central Square. According to Openbiome's clinical director, Mashti Osman, that new site should help recruit even more donors to keep up with increasing demand.
We're, produced over 22,000 treatments, and we're scaling day by day. And so what we hope to do with this new site is to be able to increase the amount of poop that we're able to process and to supply to patients.
And if fecal transplants become an accepted treatment for other conditions, that demand will only get bigger. According to Osman, the possibilities are almost endless.
Obesity, we know that the gut plays a major role in mental health, so thinking things even about depression or anxiety, and allergies and autoimmune diseases as well.
Which could make the prospect of ingesting someone else's poop a bit easier to swallow.
Oh, that was a great last line. Thank you, Adam Riley.
Thanks.
No, it wasn't. So, okay, I know this is really important. I actually read about it, and I watched your story carefully, but it's not really easy to talk about. Does that hurdle make their job more difficult?
You can see it when they talk about the technology that they're trying to get out there. They sort of are a little bit jokey, and then they turn serious and tell you how catastrophic C. difficile can be for someone's life. There are testimonials on the wall of this place from people who had C. difficile and were cured almost instantaneously when they got these transplants. So I think because the need is so acute, the demand is there. If they try to market it for other stuff, more, less severe illnesses, it might be an issue.
But I saw behind the clinical director some little cartoony kind of poster things. Is that part of the promotion?
I think they have not rolled those out yet, as I understand it, but they're tailor-made for, a campaign on the T, little superhero figures raising their arms in triumph under the tagline, "Make your morning routine heroic." And then on the bottom...
That's actually pretty clever.
It is really good. And then on the bottom, they get serious and say, make $40 and help cure a life-threatening illness.
Where's the FDA on this deal?
They are in sort of a state of FDA limbo right now. They're not fully sanctioned by the FDA.
But they can operate?
They can operate. They can distribute this stuff to hospitals around the country because the demand is so strong. There was, I think, a push to roll that back. The hue and cry from C. diff patients kept the FDA letting people use this.
I know it's a really important thing. Adam,
hey,
thank you.
I have a little parting gift for you, a button to remember this story by forever. What's this? What's the term again? Wordplay. You get words, give and then the icon.
Thank you.
So you can hold on
there
to
it
that.
is. Well, I can't thank you enough. Nice to see you, Adam Wright. It is a really important story.